His 3 wives are in the village. We're in the village then. We have gone with him to the village. But this man will come to the church in Cameroon and tell the church people that his wife is in London, living in London, and that he just finished preaching from T.D. Jakes' church a few days ago, where T.D. Jakes anointed. He likes T.D. Jakes a lot.
Go verify.
Go verify. So when he's saying this thing, I'll be looking at this man. This guy, because he said his wife was in London, he collects money from people to give them visa. And when we started looking for this man was when we went to his room, opened his wardrobe. We saw over 50 passports of people
hoping to travel, hoping to get visa.
Over 50 passports, hoping to get visa. In fact, the woman who gave us the SUV we were using then was the biggest victim. Adam was a chronic cultist, a deadly cultist. So what they did was they used my friend, the one I was living with, to set me up. When they were done with that program, they came back. It was my friend that called me to ask me where I was. I said I was in the house. He said, okay. I didn't know that this guy was coming to the house with Edam and about 6 cultists. There was no policeman or cultist, deadly cultist. They came to the house with a car and forced me to enter. Do you know that even in Cameroon, the politicians in Cameroon were not spared? There was this politician that he told to bring 7 caskets. That these 7 caskets represent the 7 people that are fighting his political career. But of course, you know that the man will not bring 7 caskets. So he gave money. Monetized it
for him to buy the casket.
He said very expensive casket that such people will be buried. He collected the money and we went to one stream and did whatever they did there.
Optics.
And sent him a video to tell him that everything is done.
Theatrics.
So what they did was they sent someone to my house to search for it. All right? Some of those boys plus Caleb. When they get to the house, they realized that my bag was no longer even there.
Chikwado. You moved it without moving an inch.
I moved it without moving an inch. So when he came back, they pushed me back inside the car. When they were pushing me back to the car, only God knew where they were taking me to. If they had succeeded in pushing me inside that car, I wouldn't be alive today. But when they were pushing me inside it, thank God I have, physical strength. I refused. Cameroon has a lot of food. So these women will line up with different food. Probably these are some of the people who've not given their husbands food
at home.
Now these women will sit in his parlor, all of them waiting for counseling in his bedroom. So one will go in and come out smiling. Most of the pastors are actually atheists. They don't even believe in the existence of God.
Atheists. And that is the only way they can actually do what they are doing.
Yes. So they believe that there is no God anywhere that can question them. That they believe that religion is something that was created by the political class, elite, to subjugate and suppress decent voices, to be able to control the led. So they are not afraid of any God. And they also believe that, it's all about the survival of the smartest.
Ironically, they are the best in marketing.
Yes.
The best in making people believe truly that there is God. Why they themselves believe in God? That is the beauty.
They are just religious merchants.
The day we traveled to Cameroon, we used flying boat from Oron.
Oron in Cross River.
In Akwa Ibom. We used flying boat. In fact, the risk we took was very early in the morning.
How long was it?
It was 3 hours.
Right.
Usually it's 3 hours or a little above 3 hours from Oron to Cameroon using flying boat. All right. So our flying boat actually stopped on the high sea. If you see, you come and see speaking in tongues. When the man started speaking in tongues, we told him to stop because of Mami. The guy was so scared. All right. So these people did prayer. They shot the market and prayed on my head against
you.
Yes.
We started saying the organized prayer. Why did they pray against you?
He's spoiling their business.
Because I spoiled their business. I sent people. I sent advanced publisher to spoil their
Like
business.
sending NAFDAC
That means there were a lot
to
of them
Obo.
doing all that.
There were lots of them.
Obaka was just
And these people, to tell you the hypocrisy of religious people, you know that you're committing crime. You're stealing what does not belong to you. Yet you had the effrontery to organize prayer against me for blowing the whistle. And you feel God will answer such prayer.
they actually
Now, do you know the funny thing? In this same market, I was the one who used to preach that same market on the day of our prayers, Thursday. So they will sit gather, I will preach and pray, preach the Bible and pray, and
you touch their money.
I was the one. Now
touch-
they are praying against me.
You touch their source of income.
Do you understand the hypocrisy
Mm.
of religion? And you can imagine how small I was then. This thing is about 15 years ago.
It's 2010.
Yes.
Yeah.
So now that I've been able to give this background to let people know what some of the sacrifices we made because we feel passionate about the truth.
It has been in your blood.
There are so many stories like that. I'm going to share them in other episodes. But now let's get back to the pastors. The person who saved me from O.C. Benjamin was another prophet. He's late now. Aside the fact that he was another false prophet, he had a kind heart. He's the kind of person that if you're working with him, he plays a lot. He was just, I don't want to say he was a good man because somebody will say, how can a false prophet who extort money from people
Be a good man.
be a good man? In fact, wisdom talked about him where they caught them throwing bed.
Oh yeah.
Throwing bed, where they threw bed, they said it was witches and wizards that turned to bed and the prayer brought the bed down. But somebody was at the backyard throwing bed. The video is on our channel. You know, when they caught them vigilante and beat the hell out of them, they collected money from them.
These people have really done it.
See, I think that continue.
Yes.
Yeah, in the business of religion.
So their job is to make you believe in that God very well, so that you can see them.
If you believe that your God
as-
can do miracle, they will do miracle
do
in the
miracle
name of that
like
your
your
God.
So when we got to Cameroon, like I was saying earlier, we lived in Buea and we started a church. This was after going for one program to or another in different parts of Cameroon. We went to Yaoundé, we went to Douala, we went to so many other parts of Cameroon preaching in different churches. It was a guy that owned a shipping line that gave us his warehouse because of the prophecy that was given. He gave us his warehouse in Tico. That was how the church started in Tico, close to Tico Market, opposite Tico Police Station. Anybody who knows Tico will know that place. In fact, there is also a Redeemed Church opposite the hall. It's there. Anybody can go and find. When he gave us the place, we used the place for crusade. Now, there was this guy that was working with us, a guy we met in Cameroon there. We used to call him Benlito. Yes, Benlito was the eye of the prophet there, and that church will raise it to over 1,000 people just within a couple of few months. I'm talking about people that come to church often. Pastors from other churches around left their churches and submitted to this prophet. His name is Ambassador Wisdom. We call him Pikin. Yes, Jesus Pikin.
Okay.
That was his guy name. Another one is Onowu Gonabo. You know, and the funny thing is that this man was not educated. He can't even speak good English. But when he's preaching, the way he preaches is that he memorizes everything he wants. He has 7 topics he preaches on, and he has memorized all of them. Everywhere he gets to, he preach from one of these 7 because he already memorized them. So when he's speaking, he speaks fluently when he's preaching because he has memorized it. But aside that, he can't communicate because, in fact, he tells his story that the only school he ever went to is primary school in his village. Now, this man is married to 3 wives. Yes, he's actually from where is he? Ihiala. Is he in Anambra or Imo?
Anambra.
But they share,
He's from Ihiala. His father is one of the leaders in OOO Church, Olumbo Church, the one in Port Harcourt. All right. So his 3 wives are in the village. We're in the village then. We have gone with him to the village. But this man will come to the church in Cameroon and tell the church people that his wife is in London, living in London, and that he just finished preaching from T.D. Jakes' church a few days ago, where T.D. Jakes anointed. He likes T.D. Jakes a lot.
Who go verify?
Go verify. So when he's saying this thing, I'll be looking at this man. You know, the lies were just so much fluent. But the part that will interest you the most is what women do in that church. This man sleeps with all the beautiful married women that comes to that church. And you know the funny thing? It's those married women and beautiful girls that throw themselves at him.
Come for counseling. Right?
Where we were living in Buea, the distance from Tiko to Buea is like the distance between Bua to Wuse. Now, this guy, because he said his wife was in London, he collects money from Paul, give them visa.
Side hustle inside the main hustle.
A lot of money. In church, he will tell you if you need visa to any country, just bring it. His wife is this, his wife is that. People will be submitting passports to this man and everything. From Cameroon, or travel to other countries. I'm going to also tell the story of what happened when we go to Kenya and some other countries. But now, in Cameroon, to summarize it, the day this man ran away from Cameroon, I and the maker, we didn't know.
He left there.
You know this thing, of course, you will definitely cast. Now, this guy was sleeping with different women. And of course, some people who were also managing the church with us, they started talking because every time they come, they see women in his room. So it was not something that was hidden. They started suspecting, what is this man doing like this and all of that. So he go to a point. The actual reason why he ran away was a military guy that gave him his Range Rovers because of his father. The father was sick, so he collected the Range Rovers of the guy. He said he wanted to pray. It's a very high-ranked military guy that he will pray for the father to be whole. He prayed and the father later died. But then he had sent that Range Rover to Nigeria. So when the man came back, of course, angrily to collect his ran. We didn't even know that this man had run away. iPad that I used to carry for him.
Okay.
So you know the password.
iPad that he was using to prophesy.
I thought he would still protect it nonetheless. If it was O.C. Benjamin, trust me.
And see, I told you that that was not the only iPad he had. All right. So I know the password of the iPad because, of course, that was the angel.
Data entry.
Why are you making me to explain too much? If you have watched episode 1 and 2, you should know.
I like the name. You said it's the angel.
They want
ministering angel.
The ministering angel. All right. So if you understand the level of atrocities that these people commit, this ambassador wisdom, most of the actress, Nollywood actress, that drive big cars, some of the most beautiful actress, this guy has slept with literally all of them. So he buys cars for all of them. There was money that we make from the church, from the gullibility market. Yes. So sometimes now I sit there and I ask myself, that these people, they don't really think because this is a man that is half woman who is able to deceive this large number of people, make money from them. Do you know that man, he later started a church in Anambra? So this man, he started a church in Anambra and the church grew so big. He was still a pastor of that church when he was kidnapped. And after collecting ransom, they killed him.
Ambassador Wisdom. Yes. Could be possible that the people who kidnapped and killed him were some of the persons he offended? I said
it earlier that
because normal kidnappers would have released him.
Would have collected money. So now, when these guys prophesy to drug dealers call him, not just him, every other prophet, they call them to ascertain whether the road is clear.
Just like because you do with native
because
doctors.
Drug dealers also believe that these ones that they are genuine men of God. I don't understand how religion makes
the
people.
Psychology of people is
somebody who is as deadly as being a drug dealer, and yet you could not discover that these people are fraudsters, that these people are empty.
No. But what shocks me most is that you have the impetus to involve God to ask if your road is clear, if you even think the man is genuine. So you want to involve God in committing
in your dealing, your criminal activities.
You say man of God should see if road is clear. Then you should have known he's fake.
So what he do is he will look at them, he will tell them, okay, which day do you want to go? So they will just tell them, it's fine, just just prepare, looking at them, I'm going to pray for you. This was after extorting money from them, of course. He will tell them just prepare very well. The road is clear. I'm just seeing a little trouble, but you're going to get. Now look at it. If he succeeds in the mission, it is to the glory of the prophet. If he's captured, he won't be in prison and fight the prophet.
It's a win-win for the prophet.
You get it?
It's a win-win for the
You
prophet.
get it? If you don't get it, forget about it.
You can't be in prison and be questioning him.
He will supply evidence.
And if you're not in prison, you'll be thanking him.
Thank you.
I don't know if you're getting it. If O.C. Benjamin used to ask us, because people are very gullible, people will come and tell him to predict matches, football matches. And O.C. Benjamin doesn't watch football. But because he's a prophet who has claimed to see everything, he will tell you, okay, once you meet, he will tell you, okay, let me just intercede. And he will sit and be waiting for him. He will enter his room. He will send me a message. Which people they play match? Once I mention them, he say, which one you think
Go win.
go win? Of course, if a club like Real Madrid and Sociedad or any of Italian small club is playing, normally it's Real Madrid. If the big four in EPL is playing, of course, you just create all this and saying to him. He said, okay, now look at what he would do. He will tell me to give that message the way I predicted it to that guy and tell the guy that he's the one that told me. Just listen. If after telling the guy this thing, if he doesn't enter, do you know what he would do?
I think I know.
Yeah, I think I know too.
I think I know what to
You do not communicate the message well.
Being a cunning man, I know what the gun is.
He said, no, that was not what I told you. I did not tell you that Real Madrid will win. Where do you keep your ear on? The blame is not on me.
Yeah.
You take the
Man of
fall.
God cannot take the fall.
He was not the one that gave it to you directly.
Yeah. You did not hear well.
Sorry.
If he enter,
He claims the glory.
it is the glory.
In
Of
the
the prophet.
sea road.
They see road, they see everything.
Man,
All right. But we've not even gotten to the main story,
this is interesting.
to the most
very.
deadly of all of them,
Hmm.
and the most unbelievable part of this. But we're going to continue that in the next episode.